Alright, for this video, I'm just going to go through the remaining features of the dashboard real quick. Go to the dashboard. Like I said, I'm going to hit events. So this is how you add new events. Just go to events, add new. Let me pick a, I don't know, random example. Let's say Christmas. So that's the title of the event. And then here's what's going to show up along with it. Not really going to give a long description, but you can once you create, your own. That should be more detailed in telling the people what the event is all about. But scroll down to the bottom and you'll see event date. So Christmas is 25th of December. Time, I don't know, anytime, 12 a.m. That's good. You can also set the contact settings, just in case somebody wanted to know more about a specific event. You can also set a map. I will add that to the event scroll. Do not add it to the event test. That's something that's a category I made while I was learning how to work with it. The main one is the event scroller. So anything you make, you should add to that event scroller. So there we have it. Christmas has been added. So that's what it's going to show up like. Christmas, celebrate the birth of Jesus on 25th of December. Cool. Now it doesn't show up in the bottom here because that bottom only shows a range of events, of upcoming events, the next 3 events. Because if it showed everything, then that list would be way too long and go to the page out of proportion. So given it only shows the next 3 events, let's add something else that we can use to test to see if it works. Bible study. Put something in here real quick. Also remember the sidebars. We can talk about that later, but the sidebars are important. Bible studies, let's say it's Tuesdays at 7. Indeed, the event is repeating. Repeat every day. Go with every day right now, and then if it doesn't work, we'll try something else. Let's do every day for now. Click publish. Okay, so we have 3 Bible studies in a row, and it's showing on the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, so there's something wrong with that. I'm going to have to go back to the dashboard to edit that, because it's not a daily event, and so I have to change that. So event posts, those are the events that I've already made. Bible study. Okay. Now I'm going to change that to every week. That way, even though it says initial day of the week, that's a bit confusing. But once you pick every week, it's going to be every week after the day you've said. And so this should work now, where scroll down, you see Bible study coming up on the 3rd, and then, okay, so that works. Now we're going to the widgets, and actually, before that, let's look into theme options. This is the general looks of your website. Now you can choose the font. I think Open Sans is a pretty good font, so I wouldn't change that. Everything else is just mostly aesthetics and pretty self-explanatory, so I explain too much of this because I would rather shorten the video, but the dummy content, I wouldn't touch that because it replaces your entire site with just generic material. The media library is where every single thing that counts as media that you uploaded is cataloged in. And so it's kind of like the storage. You can maintain, you can edit stuff there where you use different parts of the website. Appearance. So there are options to edit what your site looks like here. This is mostly colors. I think the color works pretty well as it is right now, and the logo image, all that works well. The blue and the red, I would say that is good right now. So I wouldn't change it unless you really want to. And then here's the navigation option where the header menu, which as you see at the top of the page there, has been set to main menu, which I showed how to edit and move around in the menus video. There is no footer menu, just for aesthetic's sake, but you can add one, like I said, if you want to. Alright, now let's pick a page, say the church page for example, and those are plugins. So the sidebar, which I've repeated is essential to the look of the website, is populated by plugins. And what these plugins do, it's different code that just shows me how to, that just enhances the functionality of the website. So you can install new plugins depending on what you want to do. You can search for them. Your Twitter links, Facebook links. You can add a calendar. Search for a calendar, and it should pull up calendar plugins. Now, under appearances, where you see widgets, this is where you add things to the sidebar. So after you download them as plugins, they will show up as widgets, at least most of them. So where you see, so for example, the upcoming events that's on the right hand side of all the pages, it is actually because of that button right there where it says Church Hope Upcoming Events. And you can add, so Church Hope Upcoming Events, you put it into the sidebar test, and that is how it's going to show up right there. So where it says tell a friend or receive updates, those are widgets. Now if I wanted to add another widget, say a search widget, just drag and drop it, and then it should show up in that bottom right of the screen under